Yo, greetings from Malaysia. Man, it's been a really awesome 24 hours. I got here yesterday afternoon after a long and very bumpy van ride from Phuket. But I'm here just in and out, and I had the extreme pleasure of getting to walk around and hang out in Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. You should check out some pictures, check it out, look at it online, whatever, videos, whatever you want to do. Check it out. It's really, really pretty. And if you get the chance to come here, you should absolutely not miss it. It's a beautiful place. And it got me thinking a lot about creating things. I'm always thinking about creating things, obviously, but one of the things I enjoy so much about traveling all over is witnessing all of the incredible things that people create in the world. All over the world, there's an endless supply of creativity and people that have labored and toiled to master and create things for us to travel to and experience. And I think it's important that we all figure out a way to contribute somehow to that experience for each other, because it makes the world a better place to live in. So when I travel around and I see all these incredible works of art, and I see, this beautiful architecture and all these just incredible feats of human imagination, it inspires me to want to contribute my own creations. And a lot of the hurdle to creating is perfectionism. And we as a society, obviously, we hold up, perfectionism. We hold masters, in such a high regard, and as we should. It creates the most enjoyable works of art. And when someone has applied their time and endless effort and energy into mastering something. The flip side, and sort of joins up with the output yesterday, is that we live in a culture where appearing to be a master is almost more important than mastering something. And that is a huge shame. And I think it prevents people from actually getting involved with adopting new skills or attempting, mastery, or, trying to get really good at something, because, when you begin something, your taste far exceeds your capability, and you can realize what you're making is shit. And that has a tendency to discourage you, and then you want the end result so bad. You see everybody want these end results so bad that they create a false outcome, and they project that false outcome, and then other people buy the hype, and then other people see that it worked for so-and-so, and it keeps going. And that's an inevitable part of nature, and that's nothing new. That's been going on throughout history for a long time. But what I think is important to realize is that perfectionism will absolutely destroy proliferation. This is a huge point for myself personally. I can't tell you how many times I've been blocked by this, like just put off by a task because, I felt like I couldn't get it the way I wanted to, and I didn't want to put that much effort into it. Or, I'm judging myself heavily because I'm not where I want to be, and it's not anywhere close to where I want to be, so I don't feel like it's worth doing, etc. And I think the trick there is to fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process of learning. And because when you're creating, you're still learning, is what it is. It's an education. It's a self-education. And I think the biggest teacher is failure. I think failing provides orientation. I think every time that we try something and we fail, it gives us a glimpse into that world and what that world looks like, what the world of mastery looks like. Okay, I messed up. I know next time I need to do this thing differently. Now, one of the walls has been, colored in. One of the walls has been painted. There's a boundary there. And after enough failures, you start to create a dimension, an arena for your goal, an arena for your mastery. And by avoiding perfectionism and actually being excited to run into failure, excited to meet a limitation, excited because you're finding a boundary, I think it's just super powerful. And because there's another thing I think that happens when you have consistent output and you have consistent intention, that you're spelling something out. You know, when we communicate with language, it's just air moving through our head, out of our face, you know, from our mind, and but it creates an action still. You're speaking, and that creates an action. And I think that action is another form of language, and you can think about it like your action is a language that spells out your reality, spells out your destiny, spells out your who you were and what you've been. So your actions are like, you know, a cursive writing on the tapestry of your life. So your actions, your day-to-day actions, create these cohesive sentences. It creates a narrative, and it paves the way forward for what it is that you're working towards and what you're after. It sends a clear intention to your mind and to your environment. And I think perfectionism can prevent you from keeping a consistent pace there. And I think that's really, really important to be aware of. You don't have to get it perfect. Just try every day. Just do it every day. And it doesn't have to be perfect every time. Just get it done. Just get in it. Just do it. Just try every single day. And that's the most important thing. Show up and work. That's what was on my mind walking around, looking at all the beautiful spaces here and the beautiful people here. The people here are so, so, so nice and so welcoming and so beautiful. The food is incredible. There's a palpable sense of artistry and determination here that's absolutely contagious. So if you find yourself on this side of the planet, you absolutely have to stop by through here. I'm headed back to Phuket tonight, and I'm sad to go. I'm excited to get back to Phuket and keep making music, but I'm sad to leave this place. All right, this one's a little shorter and a little sweeter, but I'm planning on doing another output at a temple that we're going to visit shortly, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks.